they had a Coca-Cola, the Coca-Cola would be turned around. You might see the colors, but you
try to
wouldn't see
hide
the
the label.
logo because they didn't want to pay for it. Now that's just part of it. That's part of everything they do.
Just just in this moment, the apes are dispersed, and just a huge shout out to who took this moment and what Roddy did at 5:26 in the minute, where he is watching the scene, and the shot is down below, and he is this small figure just slightly off center. We see the trees in the building in the background, and he's glaring at what he'd seen because he's not seen this before, and just. Yeah. He looks away, he looks back, he looks away, and he is winning.
That's also J. Lee Thompson winning, because when I saw that shot, it made me think of Mr. Robot, and I think we've talked about that before, how it broke the conventions of cinematography, where you
hide people in a corner,
you put them in a corner, you cut almost to their eyes, or when you're supposed to be looking camera left, that they actually frame them camera left so that when it cut, the characters are on top of each other. This shot right here, where it keeps here, you would think that the camera should be right on him so he can experience it. Instead, they put him almost inconsequentially down to make him feel like he's buried within the weight of what he's seeing. So it's a beautiful constructed shot.
Then we cut to the movement is him and Armando walking, and what bothered me most was that we moved to like shaky cam.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get that idea that they're in a crowd of jostling movement. And shaky cam kind of bothers me as they kind of walk along. And then we see this awesome, extra in an ape costume mopping a concrete floor.
Wait, that ape is unattended. Where's his master? Why are they not being sighted? Come on.
But he's got them up. And this character actor is walking on the sides of his feet.
Yeah. Like bow-legged, just sort of slopping the mop around.
We saw them punching and kind of awkwardly walking in the first moment. This is where we can actually see him awkwardly walking on his feet. And they're doing the shaky cam to kind of make this jarring moment of Caesar walking through. We see the shoe shine person. And he's...
By the way, shoe shine, I have a note here. It's all caps, and it hurt me. He has white fucking socks with dress pants and shoes. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Your wife has taught you better.
Come on. Why is he wearing athletic socks with dress shoes?
And then we cut to another scene where they're letting this. Now this scene here in the promenade with the people shopping, the shadows are necessary. Mm-hmm. This is one where they didn't need to light the characters because we have Caesar coming in and out of shadows behind people's bodies. We have prominent figures walking forward with their pets / servants coming in and out of shadows, and just the chaos of the crowd scene. This is where this outdoor lighting really, really works for this moment.
The outdoor lighting doesn't bother me because I kind of liked the harshness of it. I do get where you're saying that there are times where they should have kicked some light, but I don't know. There's something about that they're striking the right tone with just nothing Hollywoodized about this. They're being very harsh, very upfront. As I watched this minute, though, and going back to your thing about the gorilla mopping, and then jumping ahead to the new films, I couldn't help but think, is this kind of some of where the people who made the new films kind of went, okay, there's an area we can belong in here? Because you start thinking about what happens and what these are doing, it kind of fits together because they're going for that very ape-like. And when you see that, I mean, it's all motion captured, and it looks ape-like.
So on cable, I can sometimes crack the code with how they program movies that are showing on there because they will literally be programming based on what's in theaters or what's in TV. So they've been showing Rise lately,
I saw that.
and I can't figure out why they've been showing Rise because they're not showing any of the other movies. They're just showing that one.
It makes me think they have a contract they need to fulfill, and they're going to pull it off their service before long. But I've noticed that too.
Yeah, okay. Because I was watching that this weekend, going, "Oh God damn! I can't wait to get to those."
Too.
Yeah, I know.
So the opening made me think they were prisoners. And
I can see that.
I wrote training down as a question mark, and you guys talked about it as a training facility. This moment is the first time I wrote notes about they're not pets, they're slaves. This is the first time that I saw them not as pets, but specifically as slaves. The opening sequence would have thrown me off in terms of that concept. And, I mean, Armando kind of mentions it, it's just... we're moving somewhere really, really dark with what's happening with the apes that was not from what Cornelius alluded to them as being pets.
You know, what would have been interesting that if you really want to drive that home, and so often you do this kind of thing where you're trying to say they're slaves and you're trying to evoke what we think of what happened in slavery in America when they brought Africans over in boats, in chains. The very first of it, probably, if you're really constructing that, probably should have showed apes all with chains connecting themselves
all together
like that, and they're walking along. They're put into clothing, which is counter to what we expect. They're then put into, you know, some kind of cattle chutes so that they're pushed out of something. Then you almost show the end of that assembly line when they come out and they're mopping floor. You know, they're that would have told you that sequence better of how they got
I'm
there.
imagining a Simpsons version of it where they're all like on a conveyor belt, dun 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 dun, and they go through a little building and then they dun 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 dun, and they come out with mops and everything after that.
We failed to mention this, I think, in the previous minute when we actually saw the crowd shot. We saw orangutans.
Well, I was about
we
to.
had not seen prior.
That
We
was
seen
one of my notes too.
gorillas
Are we
and
going to
chimps.
get orangutans?
And we saw them. We saw them in the last.
You
minute.
can mostly see them in just the orange jumpsuit.
right
is
they're
really
in the
what you
orange
saw.
jumpsuits.
Yeah, they
told us
color
who
code
were.
everybody,
And there
don't
was
they?
12 of them.
So, if we're thinking about the circular time of a painter painting, then the color scheme of which they wear, the green and the orange is correct. The red for the
red is
gorillas
not.
is
It's wrong.
different.
Yeah, that should be
but,
black.
Okay, but did that color scheme then survive into this future, and the gorillas
burgundy.
somehow went together and said, we want more like blood instead
Yeah.
of shock red? I mean, is that kind of what they're alluding to? Is that this is what led to their color scheme?
Well, maybe.
Their
But
class
I think
division?
I mean, just based upon their ability to find quick and cheap and easy costumes.
Well, yes.
The speed suits.
I think definitely the orange was bright orange and yellow was a choice for the orangutans. They wanted to show them as a part of it, and the chimpanzees made itself with the green,
Right.
And they needed to distinguish the gorillas somehow,
Yeah.
and that's what they did with. Yeah,
At the very
think
end,
that's about
though,
it.
we focus on what I'm assuming is a female
painting,
chimpanzee
right.
painting a wall. It just
mindlessly painting a
And
wall.
it is
Yeah.
you want to talk about a weird insertion of a shot.
It like because obviously we're going to go through the end of the week and we're going to meet some new characters, but is this a character we're supposed to focus on? Are we supposed to?
Because the
notice
camera
this
does push just a little
on that,
into
like,
her.
like, hey, pay attention to this person.
Yeah, it's not just an ambiguous shot of a female chimp painting. The camera pushes, which says you need to remember her.
It is also the first moment that I was aware of not pausing the video of a female ape.
Yeah, the first female that we've seen.
Now,
Yeah.
there were female apes in the crowd scenes. There were female apes congregating. There were female apes in the prison scene.
Right.
But this is really the first time I'm like, oh, they have female apes.
That's a
as part of this
girl.
as well.
Right.
It's- exactly. Yeah.
Them got boobies.
I think so.
Look, Richard and I both occasionally go those places, but you are, once again, you may not have dropped all the F-bombs this time, but do you realize you're the one that always says things like boobies?
Yeah. Well, somebody's got to see them. The boobies aren't going to say themselves.
I do love you for it. All right, that's it. We'll be back tomorrow with Minute 7. Everyone have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
The minute of the apes.